Okay, the first step is to separate your pieces. So you'll put your Tudor pieces together and your stone pieces together. And for the bottom, the Tudor piece has more slots than the stone piece does. Before you assemble, you will want to dry fit each piece to make sure that it's going to fit properly. And then begin assembly. At this point you can glue if you want to, or you can glue when you're finished. If you want it to be really strong, you just apply glue to these edges as you place the pieces on them. And when you assemble it, it should be labeled on each side. And at that point you can glue it if you didn't glue it before. And you set it aside and you move on to your next one. Again, test fit the pieces. And then move it to the side, and we'll keep going. Some of these pieces have labels to help you know what part goes where. When they're assembled, the labels will be covered up, so you'll know which side to attach the pieces to. If you were to put the pieces in this side, then the labels would be visible once the piece is complete. So there's your divided piece, there's your two outside pieces, and then here's your bottom piece for the wall tray. You can see the W2s go together. And then your W1 will go right in here, and W3 on the end plates. Now you want to make sure that you put the right side piece to the right side. So you'll see this one is labeled with arrow slits, so it's going to go on that side, and this one will go on this side. And then you glue it and set it aside. Now for the full box, the bottom piece is labeled with the type of box that it is and back, so you'll want to hold it that way. So you'll see back goes to back, and then city goes to city. For the sides, the celestial script will go to your left, and the infernal script will go to your right. These pieces are labeled A and B, so the A piece will go there, and the B piece will go there. And then C goes here. Okay. And 2 goes here. And then you'll want to make sure that your B piece is going the correct way. This notch should line up with the one slot here. If you install it backwards like I just tried to, you'll have a problem. There is a celestial label here for your celestial text. And then you just line these up. Sometimes it's a little tricky. And then you do the same thing for your infernal side, which is also labeled with an infernal character to help you keep everything straight. On this side you'll have an additional tab to line up. And then you line up your back piece and you get the sides into their notches. And then your front piece, and then you will take the one slot and it will go right here. And since there are an odd number of stone floors, that will keep them where they belong. And then you would glue it and clamp it. So once it's assembled, you would put a strap clamp around it or wood clamps, whatever kind of clamping you want to use to hold it together. If you're using a strap and one of the sides is warped, because that happens sometimes, you can take a block of wood and put it underneath the strap and clamp against it, and that will help flatten it out as the glue dries. So that's what it looks like. And then once the glue dries, your piece is ready to be used. Okay, this box has been fully loaded, and you can see it makes good use of the space. Here we have the corner pieces. They stack on top of one another. And they are marked on the inside, and the pieces peg into it. They'll get easier to do that over time, but it will easily show you if you're missing a piece. If they're difficult to get out, you can just push on the posts from the bottom and they'll pop right out, but they're usually not hard to get out. And then the wall section comes out as well, and it's labeled to help you identify the piece that you're looking for. It's an approximation, of course. They can move around a little bit, but helps you find what you're looking for quickly. The roofs are held in, as are the stone floors and the wooden floors. And again, the bottom is labeled so that you know if you're missing something. This is labeled for 3 tile roofs and 2 slate roofs. And that is a fully assembled and fully loaded Capital City box. Okay. Missing the corner.